Hello, everybody, and welcome to day 10 of our 40-day journey to the cross through the words of Christ, following along the study guide of "'Tis So Sweet to Trust in Jesus" by the DailyGraceCo. I wanted to let you guys know that I am sorry again for falling behind. You'll notice there is no day 9. That was our Friday, and we are doing day 10, which is Saturday, and then we are going to go ahead and jump into our end of week 2 reflection. And at the very end, I'll let you guys know what verse we're going to be focusing on for Monday, March 17th, which is going to be our day 11. So again, we're going to go ahead and jump into this. But before we do that, I want to say welcome to anybody who may be new and you're joining in for the first time. My name is Alyssa and I record read-along videos almost every day, following study guides by the DailyGraceCo that I love. I'm not affiliated in any way, I just really enjoy their products, so you can check them out at thedailygraceco.com. And this is their 40-day Lent study guide. So we are celebrating Lenten season and we are now on day 10, day 11, because we're ending off the week. But I wanted to just tell you guys that I hope you guys are doing well, whether you gave something up, added some sort of reflection, or just the fact that you're following along with these videos. I hope you guys are staying strong and know that we can definitely do this for the next, what do we have left? 30 days now? We're at 30 days. So you just completed 10 and you should be very proud of yourself. I know that I am. I know people have been checking in on me with how I'm doing without my desserts and my cookies and all the good stuff. I definitely feel a difference so far. I think I feel less bloated, less swollen from all the carb intake, all the sugar intake as well. So I can definitely see the changes starting to appear just physically. I think mentally it's been really good to follow along with the study and learning about Jesus's I am statement and the power of Jesus and his word. So that has been very impactful for me. And I'm learning a lot along through this process for just in our 10 days. So again, I just want to say congratulations on completing the 10 days. And let's go ahead and jump into this. So we are focusing on the true vine, and I just want to remind you guys of our memory verse of the week. Let me go ahead and find it. So the memory verse of the week is John 14:6. As you guys can reread on page 45, and it reads, Jesus told him, I am the way, the truth, and the life. No one comes to the Father except through me. And today we're focusing on the true vine. And this is on page 66. We have a short little introduction here that reads, the vine metaphor illustrates the intimate organic relationship that exists between Jesus and his followers. And then we have the true vine. Our reading for this was John 15:1, which reads, I am the true vine, and my Father is the gardener. And that is in the New English Version. Our devotional starts with, the 17th century Westminster Shorter Catechism begins by asking, what is the chief end of man? It answers by saying that our chief end, our purpose, is to glorify God and to enjoy him forever. We can glorify God in many ways, example, praying, singing, and sharing our faith. But one central way is to reflect him, to make him known to the world around us. And as Jesus demonstrates in John 15, reflecting God to the world is what will happen as we are united to him. Right? In John 15, Jesus continues to prepare his disciples for his departure. During this conversation, which spans chapters 13 through 16, Jesus has been comforting his disciples, telling them not to be afraid or troubled by his imminent departure. And now he begins to focus on the mission. And now he begins to focus on the mission he is calling his disciples to after he leaves. In this context, Jesus gives the seventh and final I am statement in Joseph's gospel. And he says, I am the true vine. Vine here is a loaded metaphor. In the Old Testament, the nation of Israel is frequently compared to a vine, and you can reference Isaiah 5, 1 through 7, Psalm 80, 8 through 11, and Jeremiah 2, 21. But this comparison is often negative. Israel was a vine that was supposed to bear fruit, but did not. Though God had called them to reflect him to the nations, Israel instead ended up worshiping the false gods of those nations. But as the, quote, true vine, Jesus will succeed where the nation of Israel had failed. Though they did not produce fruit, he will. Just as God had planted and cultivated the vine in Isaiah 5, 1 through 7, so here he cultivates the true vine to ensure that its branches bear fruit. Reference John 15, 1 through 2. And who are the branches? Jesus' disciples, John 15, 4 through 5. The vine metaphor illustrates the intimate, organic relationship that exists between Jesus and his followers. As we remain in Jesus by obeying his commands and loving him and others. Reference John 15, 4, 9 through 10. We will produce much fruit and prove to be his disciples. Reference John 15, 8. And by this, Jesus says, will his Father be glorified? At several points in this section of John, Scripture tells us that the Father is glorified in Jesus. Reference 13:31, 14:13, and 17:4. So here, we see that one way Jesus brings glory to the Father is through us. As we depend on Jesus, learn from him, live in obedience to his commands, demonstrate his care for others, and make him known to the nations. See Matthew 28, 18 through 20. We are fulfilling our chief end of glorifying and enjoying God. One way Jesus brings glory to the Father is through us. So we have that here. Our reflection questions for today are, in your own words, how would you describe the relationship between a vine and its branches? How does the metaphor help you to appreciate your relationship with Jesus? Again, that is, in your own words, how would you describe the relationship between a vine and its branches? How does this metaphor help you to appreciate your relationship with Jesus? Our prayer for today is, pray that you would draw close to Jesus and bear fruit for the good of others and the glory of God. Again, that is, pray that you would draw close to Jesus and bear fruit for the good of others and the glory of God. So with that, you guys, I want to let you guys know that we are going to jump into week 2 conclusion. That is going to be in the next video. So if you're interested, that's going to be uploaded shortly after this one. So we'll do our week 2 conclusions. I'm actually going to work on closing out my second week. I want to go in and do my reflection because I haven't done it yet. So I'm going to be doing this with my husband in the next few minutes. But go ahead and close out with your reflection and your prayer as it reflects towards you, your friends, your family, anything that's just that you've been thinking of for your prayer. So go ahead and write those in. I'll be working on that shortly, and I'll be uploading that second video for our week 2 reflection. I'm going to go ahead and do it in 2 parts. That way it's easily accessible and easier to find when you're going through the videos. So thank you guys for tuning in. Congratulations on closing out day 10, week 2. Again, week 2 conclusion, as well as the reading for Monday is going to be coming up shortly. So check that out too. And I'll see you guys later. Bye.